Happy New Year! Ooh, Adam, we start with wrestling news. What a way to start the year, eh?
What a way to start the year with that noise. What was that?
There was a little party.
Oh, right. Okay. Sounded like
Lang-
an injured seal
Lang
or
and all
something.
that stuff. That's how we're doing it. Should old acquaintance be forgot? Anyway, enough of that. Back to the real business of the wrestling news. And as you've seen in the title, we're one down for the Rumble this year. Big name from everyone's favorite January event is gone. Who are we talking about, Adam?
We are talking about the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Absolutely gutting news. Saying that on Twitter, just want you guys to know that I'm okay. Broken ankle is what I'm dealing with. No surgery, just take some time to recover. This will be the longest I've ever been out of the ring. Thanks for the prayers and get well wishes. Obviously, he hurt himself at a WWE live event. We didn't know exactly what the problem was. Now we do. Recovery time on this, 6 to 8 weeks. So, Rumble is out of the question. WrestleMania, not so out of the question.
I'm pretty sure we can do something here where we can set AJ for something special at WrestleMania. I'm sad to not see him in the Rumble. He gave us one of the most iconic Rumble moments of the modern era with his debut. Roman Reigns stood in the ring going, "Who dat?" And it felt, we all watched it, and it felt unthinkable to see AJ Styles at a WWE ring when that happened, didn't it?
It was weird. It was one of those things that was so heavily rumored, but you don't believe it's actually going to happen until it happens. And then when you see it, which was difficult because of Kevin Dunn, but when you do see it eventually, it was really, really special. Don't get me wrong, AJ Styles wasn't winning the Rumble this year. I'd love to see him win it one year, but AJ wasn't going to win it. But he's AJ Styles. What do you say about him? It would be a shame not to see him there.
Absolutely. And he has said in previous interviews that he wants to wrap up his time in WWE. He doesn't plan to go anywhere else. There's no all elite aspirations there or a return to Impact. He wants to wrap up his career when his contract ends in WWE. So I imagine this is going to be a small little bump in the road as he comes to his final service station of his wrestling career.
God bless you, AJ.
Hope it's a welcome in or a welcome break. They're the best ones. Name your favorite service station down below. Happy New Year. How about this, though? In terms of speculation for WWE returns, it's going to be rife now when I tell you that
Stop it.
Batista, Adam, backstage at SmackDown on Friday.
Oh my God, he was hugging Titus O'Neil. It means he's going to be back. He's going to win the Rumble, taking AJ's place, go on to headline WrestleMania, beat Roman Reigns, take both the belts, and then he's going to go to Hollywood. He's visiting his mates. Everybody's going nuts about this. So
Myself included. I want to see Batista doing more wrestling things.
Do ya? I feel like we had the retirement match, but I actually felt like we were getting about 20 retirement matches because it went on so bloody long. So I've seen all the retirement matches I want from Dave Batista. So yeah, he was hugging backstage with Titus O'Neil, PW Insider, just noting that he made a quick visit to Tampa, wasn't there for the majority of the show. He was there to see Titus. He was there to probably see Cena as well. But maybe just chat in Hollywood. What's he doing at the moment?
WrestleMania in Hollywood.
Oh, stop it. He was going to be in the Hall of Fame, right? And then COVID hit. And so maybe, just maybe, we'll get it next year. He is a more than worthy Hall of Fame headliner.
Here's the thing, right? I was one of those when Dave Batista won the Royal Rumble heading into WrestleMania 30. I was one of those that went, "What? For good Daniel Bryan, you cowards." I was one of those that was very much like, "Why is this happening? Why is a Dave Batista return happening?" And I've very much turned a corner over him in years since then. I watched Glass Onion, the Knives Out mystery, over Christmas, and Dave Batista playing a Twitch entrepreneur that lives with his mum is outstanding.
Is he good? I've never seen him in anything. I've not even seen the Drax the Destroyer. What's that one? Guardians?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I've not seen him in anything. I really like the guy. He always comes off really, really well. Seems like a nice bloke and everything. I don't expect to see him in the ring again. I'm not going to say it was like the perfect send-off or anything, but he's done with it, isn't he? He's moving on to other stuff, and fair play to him.
I think a Hall of Fame induction at the very least.
You know who I was pleased to see in that photo? Is lovely Gerald Briscoe. He's in the background, just milling about, getting in the way. Old man.
Looking for the hardcore title, I would imagine. Yeah, so Gerald Briscoe and Ric Flair were both backstage at SmackDown as well. There's been some conversations about Ric Flair popping back to do something else. Obviously, Ric Flair there on the night that Charlotte returned, so that kind of lines up quite nicely.
Oh yeah, they're related, aren't they?
There is a rumor that Charlotte is from the loins of the Nature Boy.
But who isn't?
I mean, there is that. The Charlotte Flair did speak about her WWE return on Twitter, saying, "Whether you love to hate me, hate to love me, thank you, WWE Universe. I appreciate the warm welcome back. I missed you guys so much. I can't wait to give you my blood, sweat, and tears." It's a weird drink. New era, new victims. The People's Queen. Happy New Year. We got a little bit of flack, I noticed, you and I, Adam, for being so down on the Charlotte Flair return.
Okay.
So in the cool light of day, how do we feel about it?
Well, now that I've calmed down, obviously, I'm going to completely change my mind. No, I'm just not that fussed. That's what I said. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Like, I said it yesterday. I tried to sort of caveat it by saying like how much I admire, respect Charlotte Flair, because I think she's one of this generation's greatest in-ring workers. I think she's like so very good at what she does. To me, it's about like, when Charlotte's there, she's almost always in the title picture, and I just find that a little bit tedious. And so I actually think the booking her coming back, beating Ronda, is all right, because like I'm not a massive Ronda fan. I think I'd better two evils and all that. I think I prefer Charlotte to be champion and everything, and I think it was a really impactful return. I just struggled to get excited about it. You can't change that, can you? You can't, like, I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, oh man, it's really awesome. I'll just be honest. I'm not that fussed. Are you? Have you calmed down now, Tom? Because you were out of order.
I was bang out of order.
Yeah, big time.
I had somebody reach out and say, funny how like all these YouTube people upset about Charlotte Flair winning multiple world titles. They weren't that upset when Ric Flair won all of his. And you're right, there wasn't enough YouTube videos back in the 80s about Ric Flair winning multiple world titles. That is a massive oversight on our part. We should have definitely done a video, a graded after the Town Rumble. Just saying.
Down.
I think Charlotte being back. You certainly can. Charlotte Flair being back. I'm all right with that. As a bad guy, I think Charlotte is a phenomenal heel. When she wants to work with people as a phenomenal heel, I think she's brilliant. I'm not buying her as a babyface, as a conquering babyface, because she's got so much to give as a baddie. I really like her as a bad guy with somebody chasing her that will eventually beat her. There's the rub as well. Like,
yeah, sure.
Will eventually take her out. So hey, look,
Charlotte's a weird one because like she can never properly be a babyface, and I would argue that she's not even necessarily a tweener. She's either a bad guy or she's just Charlotte Flair, and she just sort of sits in her own category where she's like, tween is the closest thing to it, but Charlotte is very unique in that way that I don't think she can ever be a pure babyface.
No way. Speaking of baby faces and heels, where does Uncle Howdy sit after SmackDown? That is one question. But the identity of Uncle Howdy has been up for speculation as well. Who are some of the names and some of the ideas that have been thrown around since Friday, Adam?
Everybody, essentially. But a lot of speculation around Edge, who attacked Wyatt. Playing the character who attacked Wyatt, of course. That theory has been debunked because his hair is too long.
Yes.
Hair buns are a thing, right? You could tie that up. People do that all the time in films and that, don't they? Oh. People are saying it's definitely not Edge. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Edge because Edge isn't there long term. And I think this is a character that's going to be around in some way for a long time. A lot of people pointing at former Ring of Honor Impact star Vincent, who of course finished up with Impact, and I think it was October this year. He wasn't around in Impact for long. I think he debuted in January, didn't he? Was it Hard to Kill, something like that?
Yeah, the part of the Honor No More faction. Ironically, he was at the same time he was in a faction where he was upset about being thrown out and cast aside from Ring of Honor. He was one of the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions.
Correct. It'd be a good fit and everything because like he looks the part, doesn't he? He looks more like Bray's brother than the other the person that everybody is speculating, which is of course Bo Dallas.
Yes, that's another one as well. And also Vincent threw some people off the scent, maybe added a little bit of naughtiness to the night, because after that segment with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt, Vincent put out a tweet saying, "Sane? Well, that's relative. Dig what I'm saying?"
If there's one thing we need in all of this, it's more creepy, cryptic social media posts. That's what I'm looking forward to. So thank you very much to Vincent for getting in on the act, because Bray wasn't doing enough for me. I need more. Everybody do him. I'm in it. I'm Uncle Howdy.
The other. Are you? Congratulations.
Cheers.
Did I scare you?
Me grips.
I'm Uncle Howdy. That's my flatmate, Patsy Kensit. The other school of thought from fans is that the person that we saw on Friday wasn't Uncle Howdy at all. The general appearance in the ring didn't match the sort of Hitcher style look that we'd seen on the ramp. Now, at the same time as Uncle Howdy was trademarked by WWE, WWE also trademarked Uncle Harper. So many are now saying that this isn't Uncle Howdy, this is going to be Uncle Harper. So, like, adding the extended weird multiverse of Bray Wyatt.
I reckon they just trademarked that name and then decided not to use it. Or maybe he morphs into Uncle Harper as well. I think it'd be foolish to go, "Oh, that wasn't Uncle Howdy. You didn't even know who it was. It was actually Uncle Harper. Where's Uncle Howdy? Who's that?" No, it's too much for me. I think they'd be smarter than that. I'd like to think so anyway.
Well,
it'd be nice if he was called Uncle Harper. That's a lovely little tribute, isn't it?
I thought that was going to be a really special little tribute to have someone that, because he did a tribute to Luke Harper at the Madison Square Garden match where he did Luke Harper's taunt during his short match with Jinder Mahal. So I feel like there will be some little Brody Lee, Luke Harper brush strokes to this tapestry, this painting that we're making, but we will see. Obviously, speculation forever, friend. Let us know down below. On the channel today, Ross and I are back with a New Year's Day game. Find out what that is a little bit later on. And of course, you've got New Year's Day. You're probably recovering from the night before. Get that History of WWE documentary watched. It's 3 hours. I think, and we've both said it, to toot our own horns, toot. I think it's the best thing on our channel. Full stop.
Yeah, I feel bad about saying the best. I switched. It's the most ambitious thing that we've ever done, but because best, like, it means that, you know, not everybody was involved, but it's an incredible piece of work. It really is. If you've not watched it yet, 500,000 views already.
Incredible.
Really, very wonderful to see.
And if you've watched it once, watch it again. You might
keep watching it. Retention, very important. Yeah.
And we'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Happy New Year. Stay safe.
Happy New Year.
And love you. Bye.